Would you like some ice cream, Doc?
Welcome to the Jerry Will Show. 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 Welcome to the Jerry Will Show.
Welcome to the Jerry Will Show.
Yeah, Jerry Will.
So, Jacob Wayne couldn't be here on one of his favorite holidays. So I'm here, his evil twin brother, Jerry Will. I've heard of you. Your name's Kelly, right?
Close enough. I'll take it.
How's your night?
You know, it's been all right. I was kind of looking forward to Jacob Wayne, but you know, good to see.
You know,
Jerry
he
again.
always takes off. You know, when he's not supposed to.
He just does whatever he wants.
Yeah, you know, he's a godless man, and that's definitely not me. That's not Jerry Will. You know, I've got God on my side. You walk with God?
Yeah. Well, I've seen him on the road before.
Blessings be upon him. What are you drinking? I'm drinking some Old English 800.
Yeah. That seems like a godly beverage.
Yeah.
Who was that one for?
JC.
Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah.
Oh, you can swear, man. Jesus don't give a fuck about that. See,
Man,
I'm in touch with him. You know,
Anybody?
people have all these wild ass theories about what he's actually like, but Jerry Will knows.
If a man died on a cross, he wouldn't care if you cussed.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We've kind of normalized it, but man, that's a really brutal way to go, you gotta say. Anyways, I'm drinking a 90-minute IPA from Dogfish Head.
Sounds
So.
sacrilegious.
It goes against several teachings. It's delicious.
Well, you know, Jesus loves you anyways, but since this is the devil's holiday, I surrounded myself with the church.
Oh, you
See
got
behind me.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by a family of demons, so
Looks like the family.
yep.
Well, hell yeah! This is a devilish episode. Jacob Wayne can't be here, so I suppose we should just get right to it. He left me a list on this paper towel here.
Ooh.
So supposed to ask you what kind of food you've been having this last week or so. You were on some kind of trip?
Oh yeah. I was out visiting Oklahoma City. Now, you got a lot
God's
of friends
country.
down there. Yeah. There's a lot of big churches, big crosses, big Jesus.
This is my kind of people.
Yeah. And they got good food down there. They do. I'd say the highlight of the trip, as far as restaurants go, was a little place called Moon Sushi in Norman, Oklahoma. That place was amazing. Had several, you got some drinks, we got some dessert, we did the whole thing. It was like the cheapest a sushi place has ever been, even with all that. And it was delicious. Had crab cakes, they were amazing. Their fried rice was the best fried rice I've ever had, and the sushi was also quite delicious. So Moon Sushi in Norman, that's what I'm shouting out.
What's sushi?
Well, now don't freak out now. Jesus would have liked it. It's raw fish.
All right. Was that from America?
No.
Oh, well. Well, I had some hot dogs.
Nice.
Had a grilled cheese the other day too.
Those are good, you know.
Made sure
American
to get
foods.
those American slices in the Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
It's the only way to have a grilled cheese, as far as my opinion goes.
If you bring any of that French cheddar around, your
Yeah,
ass is out. It's American cheese only.
we need that freedom cheddar.
Mm,
And as far as I'm concerned, sometimes I can go as far as I want, but Jerry Will just does what Jerry Will does.
yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Huh?
I don't know. I saw it in a phone book once.
Okay. Well, cheers to American food.
Yeah. American beverages.
Looks like I have a ghost beverage. Keeps disappearing.
Someday we'll have green screen technology so our drinks can be in the video.
Yeah. So let's take a look here. Suppose we talk about music now. Any good new music coming out?
Let's see. I don't have any like new tunes, but I will give a ripping piece out to Sonny Osborne. Who's a famous banjo player. The guy, they had the most famous version of Rocky Top, that old bluegrass favorite, and
Okay, yeah,
that banjo
God's
player.
music.
Yeah, exactly. He was a Gotti man. He
John
passed
Gotti.
on. Yeah,
Well, rest in peace, sir.
indeed.
Uh, Jacob Wayne, before he just took off out of nowhere, he did a album review of Casey Hill, "Sweet, Soft, and Smiling" or something's the name of the album,
Well, yeah.
and he liked it, but I thought it was fucking terrible. It's like got like these '80s vibes, and it's just like really too relaxing. It's like really calming and makes you get introspective. And Jerry Will doesn't like to get introspective,
Now, what does
like
Jerry Will put on?
fucking Pantera,
Oh,
bluegrass, baby. That's all I listen to. It's Pantera and bluegrass.
nice.
Yeah, and I mean, some of that bluegrass I've been hearing lately like gets all deep and introspective too, and I say fuck that.
That's not
Just
bluegrass.
talk about a road you used to live on.
That's new grass.
Yeah,
Gross.
I ain't got no time for that. But like if only you could have like banjo and metal.
I think it's been done.
Well,
I think
yeah.
there is such a band.
Totally be unique, it wouldn't be like like ripping off another podcast or something like that, kind of like I'm almost doing Chip Chipperson right now. Wouldn't be like that. It's just a fucking Halloween episode,
Yeah.
And I'm trying to step in for my evil twin brother, Jacob Wayne.
Indeed.
But he also did another album review of the new album by the Killers, and Jacob Wayne didn't realize that the singer's like pretty hardcore Mormon.
Oh yeah.
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 So like both of us, thought the album was trash, but it kind of went up a notch after I realized he's as godly as he is. Like I'm definitely more into it. Like, so what if he's just ripping off Bruce Springsteen through the whole thing?
Yeah.
What
What have you thought about their past albums? I don't even know if Jacob Wayne's ever been into the Killers.
He wasn't, but he's all trying to be like open-minded and like do reviews for new albums that like that Pitchfork website suggests. But you know what I say about Pitchfork? What does the devil use, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Exactly.
How much can you really listen to that fucking stupid website?
They just like music that says "hey" a lot.
Yeah, but although that's pretty cool, if I could get like that millennial wail, whoa, 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 but then like banjo and metal, it's like whoa, whoa,
Lord,
whoa,
praise Him. Yeah,
praise be to Him.
Yeah.
Praise be to Him.
Hell yeah.
See, I'm a better musician than Jacob Wayne. That's probably why he doesn't want to hang out and do this episode together.
That's why he ran away.
It's just probably down in Denver.
Yep.
Taking a powder.
Ooh, that's what that room's
Ridiculous.
for.
Yeah. Well, all right. Any other music news?
That's all I could think of off the top of my head currently.
All right. Well, says here we get into movies now.
Oh yeah,
See any good movies? I mean, who's was the last time you saw a good movie from that Halloween? Hollywood elite.
yeah. They they haven't been making many.
Too
That's why I've been
busy.
watching the classics.
Yeah, too busy sipping on that adrenochrome.
Indeed. Well,
But
let's
yeah,
see. I caught up on some very classic movies. Apparently, I watched Catch Me If You Can, which I actually just somehow never seen that movie, even though I like kind of like had heard about it, knew the general premise and stuff, but I don't know why. I just had literally just never. No one's ever been like, "Let's watch Catch Me If You Can," so I just never did. But now I did, and I enjoyed it. I'm gonna watch it again sometime.
I remember Jacob Wayne talking about that once. He said it was like really good, and it was actually one of the first films that made him appreciate Leonardo DiCaprio. And
Yeah,
Tom Hanks is good to him, but I say Tom Hanks is in charge of the Illuminati, so I can't watch that movie.
he's definitely running some kind of ring with pizza places.
You could call him the Illuminati if you really wanted to.
I guess you could.
What was this other classic movie you watched?
Uh, we also watched Heather's. Is that what it's?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it's
Jacob
called.
Wayne loves that movie too. But
I thought that Jacob Wayne had mentioned that to me before.
yeah, it's all that '80s stuff that Jerry Will hates that stuff, but Jacob Wayne's all about it.
Hell yeah, yeah. It was good.
But I
Then
was kind of hoping that they just fall in love, and it's just be a nice, convenient love story. But nah, it's like they all trying to be all like subversive or like feminist or something.
downright murderous.
Yeah, Jerry Will can't get down with that.
No, can't play that.
Man has his place, woman has her place.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, the one I watched most recently was one you'd probably really dig. It was a little documentary called Tread. Have you seen that one? I can't remember.
Don't
Jacob
tread on
Wayne.
me.
Well, kind of, but not really.
What's it about?
It's about the guy that armored his bulldozer in Colorado and like went on a rampage and knocked over a bunch of buildings.
Good for him. You have to let people know.
He did in the
We
name of the
live
Lord.
in a free society.
That's what he did. The God told him to armor that bulldozer,
Fuck yeah.
and he did it.
I haven't seen that, but I mean that sounds like a Christmas Eve movie.
Oh yeah, I think you will enjoy it immensely.
Yeah. Well, hell yeah. I'm gonna read Jacob Wayne's movie list because I guess this is a Halloween episode or whatever. That's why we got the black and white spooky lighting and everything, and I got the church behind
Scary.
me to protect me.
Yeah,
But
sanctuary.
okay, so it looks like he watched Secret Window. Did he already talk about that one?
I don't think so. I've never heard of that one. I don't think.
It's probably one of the better Stephen King movies. It's definitely not like lame because it's PG-13 or like kind of odd, because of the performance from Johnny Depp. Like it's probably the best Stephen King movie there is.
Ooh,
Misery's not that great, but Secret Window, I mean, that one's just, mwah.
wow. That's your
Yeah,
opinion, or is that
yeah,
Jacob
that's my
Wayne's?
opinion. Uh, Jacob Wayne, I guess it says here he thought it was mediocre,
Ah, okay.
which I always thought was like a weird spice you put on your Thanksgiving turkey.
I always thought it was a weird color of paint.
Yeah, we're gonna douse him in mediocre.
I've always preferred a vegetarian ochre, but
Hell yeah. Then Jacob Wayne watched Gerald's Game, and that
mm,
he loves that movie and thinks it's like really nice and kind of low key. It's like it's all just about this woman in a bed that she's doing all these sexual games with her husband.
Huh?
But then, because of how slutty she's being, the the husband like has a heart attack and dies, and then she's just there, handcuffed on the bed, looking all slutty. Like she can't just put regular clothes on and like mourn her husband. Like, no, we got to care about her for the whole movie and like worry how she's going to get out of there. I want to know, make sure that the man of the house is okay, you know?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So Jerry Will thinks Gerald's game is trash,
Well,
personally,
damn.
but Jacob Wayne loves it.
Well,
He
I've
says
never.
it's all suspenseful and impressive how it managed to like build tension and intrigue when it mostly takes place in one room for the whole movie. But I'm just like, where's the CGI 15-minute battle? You know?
Where's the fun stuff?
Yeah.
Huh?
Where's the U.S. military coming in like, oh, we got some business to take care of, and then they bless
Crazy
the bulldozer and
train.
it comes in and frees her.
Yeah.
So here, put this on, and give her like a nice dress instead of all the slutty stuff she's wearing in the movie.
And then, yeah, focus back onto the man of the house. Have the
Yeah,
male protagonist, please.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Next movie Jacob Wayne watched was Angel Heart,
Hmm.
and he didn't finish it because he found it kind of boring. And Jacob
Another.
Wayne's not very into noir,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's Robert De Niro as the devil, which I mean scares the balls off of me. So I think it's probably one of the best movies ever made. Anything to do with the devil and just letting people know how scary he is.
Not a good guy.
That isn't lame or overdone at all.
No. Not even a little.
And there's some visual stuff in there that Jacob Wayne says he liked, but fuck visuals. I'm just like, is it the devil? Is he bad? That's what I want
That's
to
what.
know.
That's where it is. I'm
Yeah,
surprised that he didn't finish it. I don't know how many movies you chat about with Jacob Wayne, but the movie's got to be pretty bad for him to cut out. He's been having to do that a little more recently. He's done that quite a few times.
I think he's getting ready to take that trip down to Denver, visit those ladies, and visit the powder room with them. He just like hasn't been as into the movies this month for whatever reason.
Ah, damn.
But then next he watched Gremlins, which I
Classic.
think is like an offensive, almost sacrilegious movie. It's taking away Jesus's birthday and making it about these little creatures from China. And I don't like that.
Well, that is a classic movie.
Yeah, Jacob Wayne loves it, but I don't know. He likes a lot of trash.
It does like things that besmirch the Lord. That's for sure.
That's true. It's almost like he goes out of his way to be like that.
Maybe slightly.
Yeah. And then the last movie he watched the Friday, A Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2.
Double
And
feature.
yeah, I think Jacob Wayne's already talked about the first one ad nauseum. I think a lot of people have, so whatever. It's a classic. You know, if it scares people enough to go back to church, I guess I can be for it. But and then the second
Damn.
one, Jacob Wayne was like really into it, and he was saying that it was like awesome because it has this underlying subtext about how the main character is really a homosexual and he's surrounded by 1980s society and he's trying to fight the demon within himself, which is Freddy Krueger. And he said he never realized that there was a Nightmare on Elm Street movie like that. And I was like, I don't know if it's preaching the gay agenda at all. Jerry Will can't get down with it.
Wow.
But I mean, Jacob Wayne thought it was pretty intriguing and entertaining, and as you did a little research, you realize that it's like become this cult classic of where it's like almost like in its own subgenre, like gay horror, and people will watch it and just celebrate kind of the absurdity of it, kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show, stuff like that.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but I just thought it was trash because you shouldn't be promoting things like that, you know.
That's
Should
a
only be
different kind of
promoting
gay
JC.
Ah,
And you
I
know,
feel you.
during Halloween, I only like to watch movies that are like about possessions or like the church or
Mm.
you know the devil, because that's all that you should be afraid of in life is the devil.
It's the only bad thing, really.
Yeah, it's not a boring subject to tackle in horror movies at all. I think you know every time it works.
Over
Boom,
and
boom,
over.
boom. Yeah,
It's like pretty much the only thing you can do
yeah.
to be really scared.
Hell yeah.
You know what church that is?
My church, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We don't name things, you know. We kind of don't speak the name because it's sacrilegious.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. So I think that's movies. I think movies suck, anyways.
Not as good as praying.
No, I mean you could read the good book, you could pray, you could go surfing,
Ah, hell yeah.
you know, hang out on a bale of hay,
Why not?
look at the stars. That's God's movie up there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
The credits never roll. It's just always playing.
Hell yeah. So what's the next subject? Like, what's the next thing that happens on this show?
Let's see.
I don't play video games, so we'll just skip that.
Yeah, those are the devil's work.
Yeah, trying to make me solve puzzles. You know,
Well,
the devil, he makes puzzles for man, and he
We-
uses them for puzzling us.
there's 1,000 pieces of reasons why he does it.
Yeah.
Ages 6 to 99, they're all in danger. 8. 8's when, or it depends on what church you're in, I guess.
Notice how the puzzles are easier to solve for kids. Just trying to get them into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wily. So I think we usually either do we'll let you pick. We could either do the Dear Jacob Wayne, which will be your segment tonight, or we can do the trivia. What do you feel like doing?
Well, let's take a look here. I guess there's a couple weird news things.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll do the Dear Jacob Wayne, the 2 weird newses, and then we'll do some trivia, I guess.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So the Dear.
Oh, he taught me the song.
Yeah.
See, I told you I'm a better musician than him.
Yeah. Yeah. You working with anybody?
Just myself and JC, man.
You got to do an album.
You know, if we get a hold of Kenny G.
Yeah.
Kenny G and JC and JW. Maybe we'll let you on there. You play flute, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do some flouting.
A flautist.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get into the Dear Jerry,
That's right. Yeah, not Dear Jacob Wayne. It's Dear Jerry Will today.
Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. Before we do that, I gotta read this nice warning. You know, let everybody know about the devilish holiday here.
Oh hell yeah!
This is from 1983. No. This is when this was originally warned.
See, it's more of that 80s stuff that Jacob Wayne's all about, but I don't like it. That was a scary decade.
Well, this is the 80s that you'll like.
Okay. Yeah, the censorship and AIDS scare.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And over just freaking out about nothing. Just this is good stuff.
Yeah. You got to be cautious, man.
Yeah. It's Halloween again, and time to remind you that somebody's child will be seriously injured or killed in a Halloween-related traffic accident.
Definitely. Like
Somebody's
trunk or
child.
treat and get
Oh,
locked
yeah,
in there.
exactly. Somebody's child will be badly maimed or fatally burned due to a flammable costume. Well, that's a new one, I gotta say. I don't ever remember even being near a fire when I had a costume on.
Well, was the costume sacrilegious?
No, I always was honorable.
If you walk into this church, I mean, that's what's going to happen to
You're
you.
gonna just go right up. Somebody's child will become violently ill or die after eating poisoned candy or an apple containing a razor blade.
Yep. I've had razor blade apples.
Yeah, they're always the sweetest with the most tart.
Yeah.
Somebody's child will be coaxed into an automobile or lured into a secluded area and sexually assaulted.
Definitely.
This is just Halloween
Knock
stuff.
them into the candy trunk and molest the poor
So,
diabetic boy.
in in a, I think they could have phrased this sentence better. To make sure that child isn't yours, here are some tips to ensure the safety of your children. Use flame-proof costumes only.
Mm,
Because masks, floppy hats, wigs, and veils often interfere with the child's vision, use makeup instead.
yeah.
Accessories such as swords, broomsticks, hatchets, wands should be made of cardboard rather than plastic, metal, or wood. Sharp items are dangerous, and sorcery items are the devil's workshop.
That's true. I was gonna say like floppy hats are definitely like a heathenistic thing. I'm gonna give you a pass on that hat you're wearing.
Ah, the cappy hat.
It's a little floppy, but not too floppy. I mean, look the other way.
It's only mildly offensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the things to remember.
Well,
Protect
definitely
your
true.
candy.
That was all very relevant information
Yeah,
that should be remembered every year, word for word.
we'll bring it back up.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for your letter?
Yeah.
Dear Jerry Will, I'm a retired widow, crippled with rheumatoid arthritis. Every October, I start dreading Halloween, which I consider to be a legal form of extortion. Living on
Yep.
Social Security, I really don't want to waste money for candy.
Yeah, they might
Also,
as
it
well
is
call it Democrats the holiday.
communism Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Commie Christmas. There's a horror movie.
Commie hummy Christmas. Also, it is difficult for me to get up and down every 5 minutes to hand out candy. Too many of the children are 16 to 19-year-old males. I have tried keeping the lights off and hiding in my bedroom, but I wake the next morning to find toilet paper in my trees and shrubbery. Once my front door had been sprayed, stingy old witch. The police said they couldn't act because I didn't see who did it.
That's weird because she doesn't come off as stingy at all.
She's got candy, just taking too long.
Yeah.
And of course, even if I'd seen them, they would have been in a costume. Do you have any suggestions? Grouchy grandma.
First of all, I would suggest that you go out and you confront those 18-year-old men because if one thing's for certain, you come out of your house as like an angry old person and start yelling at those 18-year-olds, they're going to listen.
Yeah.
They're going to sit their ass down and hear what Gam Gam has to say. And first of all, those kids need, like, toilet paper belongs in the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right? Like, not in trees. That's
You
where they
need to-
came from. They
You
don't
put
go
it
back there. Okay,
You need to
that's
use that.
lesson number 2, you youngins.
It's for cleaning up squat.
Yeah. You know, Gam Gam, you know, I remember she'd go, you got the squonk, boy. And I remember those words.
Yeah.
See, what's unfortunate is that she just has to live in a modern society. You know, it's like, why can't we make Halloween great again? Where we
Well-
just all, like, we're terrified. of the devil and stayed inside.
And sleepovers and all kinds of bad
Sleepovers.
things.
Yeah. No.
Mm-mm.
I once slept in the same room with a lady, and that was the last time I'm ever going to do that, unless it's my wife.
You were with child?
Well, that's what she says. She's like, "But you're squatting me." I was like, "Look, lady, Jerry Will's pure."
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. You sit these 18-year-olds down and there's a pure way, and there's the cool
To the
way. Which
candy.
way do you want to go? And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, we'll straighten them right out.
Yep. It'll work.
All right, let's get into this weird news. You want me to read it or are you going to read it? Maybe we could do one and one.
That sounds good. You can go first.
All righty. Let's pull this up real quick. Oh, perfect. Why Satanists may be the last hope to take down Texas abortion bill.
You
Is
must
this
hate
from
this.
CNN?
I'll bet.
Fortune magazine, which is probably just another offshoot of that liberal media nonsense.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, this is perfect for Halloween because it just scared me. But let's read some of this. State of Texas, with approval from the U.S. Supreme Court, instituted the most, this says draconian, but I'm going to say awesome anti-abortion laws in the last 50 years this Tuesday, while pro-choice advocates scramble to save what's left of Roe v. Wade. Terrible law. Terrible.
Boo.
Their salvation may come from an unexpected place, the Satanic Temple. I knew it. The non-theistic religious group, although they worship the devil, I mean, am I right? How are they non-theistic? Based out of Salem, Massachusetts, has filed a letter with the U.S. Food and Drug Administration arguing that their members should be allowed to access abortion pills without regulatory action. The temple is attempting to use its status as a religious organization to claim its right to abortion as a faith-based right. Whoa. See, that's all really that's how the sneaky commies get you. Because, I'm all for faith-based rights, Like, it's my faith-based right for my church here to not pay taxes.
Yeah.
And, like, have a say in politics without even paying our fair share. And that's my faith-based right, like in making sure that your kid pledges allegiance to God in my classroom, even though he maybe doesn't follow, it's my faith-based right to make your kid pray like that. So I don't know. This is interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think so far?
I don't know. The Satanic Temple is sometimes they got some interesting methods there.
It's true. I don't respect them at all. They're evil, but I bet you Jacob Wayne thinks this is awesome. But of course he does. The heathen.
Yeah.
Well, finish reading this. This is a quote, I guess, from their devil spokesperson. I'll do what they probably sound like. I'm sure Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, who famously spends a good deal of his time composing press releases about religious liberty issues in other states, will be proud to see that Texas' robust religious liberty laws, which he so vociferously champions, will prevent future abortion rituals from being interpreted by superfluous government restrictions meant only to shame and harass those seeking an abortion.
Oh.
There's a lot of big devil words in there.
Yeah, trying to lure you to the dictionary.
Yeah, I like that. I remember Jacob Wayne used to tell me this story about when he was growing up. He had like a church leader tell him that, logic is the tool of the devil.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no kidding. Wake up, bro. But he got pissed about that, and I guess he said, "Oh, bullshit" in the class, and then got in trouble. But
nope,
yeah, logic is the tool of the devil. Like if I could reason my way around this religious stuff that I'm supposed to believe, It's almost like, why believe it in the first place? And that's
Exactly.
just ridiculous.
You don't need free will, you need Jerry will.
Damn right. Hell yeah. You're catching on, Kenneth. Now, Satanists hold bodily autonomy and science sacrosanct, he said, and abortion rituals or rituals are an important part of those beliefs. The battle for abortion rights is largely a battle of competing religious viewpoints. Oh, oops, I did this wrong. The battle for abortion rights is largely a battle of competing religious viewpoints. And our viewpoint that the non viable fetus is part of the impregnated host is fortunately protected under religious liberty laws.
his his name's
Finding
even
effect.
his name's Lucian Graves. Like, that's the most Satan-y name I've ever heard.
You
Besides
know,
Satan.
I know what they're really up to, but you know, Jacob Wayne is always like, do you think that some of this stuff, like being based out of Salem, Massachusetts, and having names like that, is all just a gimmick to offend Christians?
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
it's just no, it's truly how evil they are.
Yeah, it couldn't be that. They wouldn't be thinking that far ahead.
That would, but then again, that might be logical. We all know what that leads to.
Bugs.
Yeah. Ugh, I'm scared already. How about you read this next scary one?
Okay. Young people, especially young women, are reporting concerning medical and behavioral changes due to social media.
That makes sense. Definitely more women than men.
Yeah. I was really struck this week by an article from the Wall Street Journal where writer Julie Jargon, that's a
Julie Jargon. That's a funny name.
that's alliteration. That's good. And
Yeah.
Jargon is an unfortunate name for a writer, though.
That's what Christians need. We got to compete with these Satanists on their clever names. Julie Jargon could be on our team.
Yeah. So, Julie Jargon connects a rise in cases of teens reporting new physical and verbal tics to TikTok videos they've consumed. I'm not surprised. It's called TikTok. Of course, it's going to have tics.
Tick, tock, tick. That's the devil trying to come out of their neck.
Yeah, it's coming. According to Jargon's reporting and previous research, this development involves mostly young women and is heavily influenced by how often they watch TikToks from influencers who said they had Tourette's syndrome. The movements are sociogenic, meaning they are developed socially but have profound and real neurological effects. Patients had physical jerks, such as neck twitches, or were compulsively involuntarily repeating a word like beans, which is apparently a thing now again. I remember when beans was the thing when I was in like high school, but beans has come back as like just a word to say. Yeah, I've never heard it like randomly, like beans, just like random, can't compulsive. That's
It's
weird.
the devil
But
coming back since Trump lost.
yeah, coffee, beans.
Knew it.
So, doctors who were cited in the article noted that many of the teen girls with these tics were also diagnosed with depression and anxiety. The thesis, it seems, is that the pandemic created a cascade of new challenges and coping mechanisms. The more young people were consuming these videos at home, the more TikTok algorithms fed them to their feeds, and the more the videos were affecting their own psyches and behaviors. Because we consume so much social media content and there is scarce research on its short and long term effects, it's kind of weird to see where it'll go. And TikTok is like the worst one of them all, really. Like, it's just so it just sits there and just puts shit into your brain, and you just sit there and it keeps going. And if you like it, it keeps feeding you more of that.
You know what makes me
Oh,
extra
good.
scared about this is that, like the devil's coming back and like ruining these girls' lives, and it's like before TikTok, there was never anxious or depressed teenage girls.
No,
No, it was like this is a whole new thing. Like they knew their role in society, and they were just getting ready to get married at 18.
start, yeah, repopulating, replenishing the earth with, good little anti-Satanist babies.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole reason you gotta quickly outnumber all the Satanists that are working at CNN and Fortune magazine.
No, you can't though. And they're just gonna come for you, yelling beans apparently, luring you in with their TikToks.
Truly
I,
is the end of days.
I have not gazed upon the Medusa that is TikTok. I have not been
Hey, I
frozen in
haven't gazed
stone.
on anybody, all right?
All right. Hey, have you laid with anyone?
Only that one lady one time, and then she asked me to put my squat in there, and I was like, no,
Ah, good.
that squat belongs to me.
That's the heavenly squamp.
Yeah. Maybe I can one day meet a nice woman, a godly woman like that lady in your background. She seems like my kind of gal.
Yeah, a great actor. It's
Yeah. Actress. That's the right way to say it, okay?
yeah,
You have to make a distinction. Actor, actress.
yeah.
Totally different
Two
roles.
different things. Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Those are some spooky stories, man.
indeed.
I don't know how Jacob Wayne gets
Satanists and
through this
TikTok.
show.
Well, you know, but he's usually sweating by the end.
Yeah, that's one thing that him and I have in common. That's why I always go shirtless.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was the surfer in you.
Well, it's the surfer in me, it's the JC in me too, but it's also I don't like sweating so much.
Word.
We do have some things in common. But I like to powder my pits.
Ah,
Yeah. All right, let's do this
interesting.
trivia and wrap up this this special Jerry Will episode.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure this isn't like beating a dead horse at all at this point. All right, the rules are simple. It's like the last trivia game. If you get the question wrong, you got to drink.
Are we just jumping around, picking random ones?
You're going from the top. I'm going to go from the bottom.
Gotcha.
We'll maybe just do 10 and call it good.
That sounds good. So we can skip lame ones.
I don't know. Lame is probably the closest to God, so
Okay, we better not.
yeah, I don't know. We better just be diligent and go through the list as is.
I gotcha.
So
Yep.
I'll let you go first. Hit me with the question.
Where does the term jack-o'-lantern come from?
There's one pervert that used to wander down the street looking in everybody's window.
That could be right. It wants me to go read a whole nother story, but apparently a man named Stingy Jack made a deal with the devil, so it sounds like he was looking in some windows.
Stingy Jack. Yeah,
Yep.
I had to kick him out of our neighborhood that one time.
Good.
Yeah, so I got it right. No drinks for
Indeed,
me.
I drank it. Oh, good drink.
All right, here's your question.
All right.
What were the first ever fun-sized candy bars? There's two.
Hershey's. This is the Hershey's bar. Straight up Hershey bar.
Incorrect. But I'll give you
Damn.
one more guess for another one, since there's two of them.
Milky Way.
Milky Way is one.
Ah, shit.
So we'll both take a drink.
Nice.
The other one was Snickers.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where is the world's longest haunted house?
Longest?
Yeah. Would that change anything?
California, because it's the longest state.
Nice. It's not that. Haunted Cave in Lewisburg, Ohio is a whopping 3,500 feet long and 80 feet underground.
Man, Ohio's God's country. I couldn't see that coming.
Yeah. It's probably just, full of scary stuff like we've been talking about.
Yeah. All right, here's your question. Oh, this fits in with something earlier. Who was Wes Craven's first choice to play? Oh, I'll rearrange this. This is too easy. Wes Craven's first choice to play the main character of this movie was David Warner. This is a Halloween movie.
Like a Dracula movie?
Is that your final answer?
I don't. I know I should know that name, but it's not ringing a
Do it one
bell
more
hard
time.
enough.
Who was Wes Craven's first choice? Wes Craven's first choice to play the main character of this movie was David Warner.
Huh.
And it was mentioned
Wait.
earlier in this
Yeah.
episode.
So I'm guessing the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's that one you was talking about then. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, boom, you got it. The
Yay.
original question was who was Wes Craven's first choice to play Freddy Krueger in The Nightmare on Elm Street? There's no way you were going to get that.
Never.
David Warner, like, huh?
Huh? Uh, yeah, like the world's longest haunted house. That's a pretty tricky one.
Yeah. I mean, I thought my answer was pretty good, but whatever.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's fake news.
Well, here's one. Let's see if you know this one. This is a weird one. Which film in the Paranormal Activity franchise was the most commercially successful?
The stupidest one?
Yeah, 3. I'm just gonna guess that was
That is the stupidest one. I got it. They're all
Nice.
stupid, but that's definitely the stupidest.
I'm drinking.
Actually, though, but like, this really is a Halloween movie. I was channeling Jacob Wayne during that moment. I think those movies are really good.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, Ghosts.
Nice.
Here's your question. What was the first horror movie to be nominated for an Academy Award?
God, I have zero idea.
Scan your brain a little bit. Classic.
Like, is it way old?
Not way old. You've heard of it. It's definitely not obscure.
I don't know my history. Like Alien, is that an early horror movie?
It's more like sci-fi thriller, but
Ah,
I'm not giving it to you. You better drink.
okay, I'll drink. Well, you can tell what it is though.
It was The Exorcist.
Ah, nice.
It earned a whopping 10 Oscar nominations in 1974, including a Best Supporting Actress nod for then 15-year-old Linda Blair.
Nice.
See, that's the one movie about exorcism that Jacob Wayne actually likes. And I mean, it just, I kind of don't like him making the movie so like, slow paced and interesting. Like I kind of like Exorcist movies to just be bam, like
bring on all the
startle me and Jesus stuff, and like maybe like a metal soundtrack to it. Like really make it cool. Don't make it atmospheric because then that's going to let the devil get in and make you think all logical.
Yep. Indeed. All right. I'm not sure if this one's like a trivia question or a joke.
Okay.
Why did women look in mirrors while walking downstairs at midnight on Halloween?
Why did women look in mirrors
while walking downstairs at midnight on Halloween?
Because looking out for vampires?
To see their boyfriends. See, is that a joke? I don't get it. I'm not even sure what's going on. That's literally just what it says.
I think we both have to drink just for that to make sense.
Let's do it.
Good thing I blessed this 40 before we started.
Was it the blood?
Yeah.
Nice.
Blood of JC, cold when blue. One particular serial killer inspired Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and Silence of the Lambs. Who was it?
Oh shit, I don't know. Ted Bundy?
No. Oh, for a minute I thought you were saying Al Bundy from like Married with Children. No, it's Ed Gein.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay.
Heard of that guy?
Yeah. I have heard of him. He's pretty messed up. I'll drink.
At least he had respect for his mama,
He tried.
He tried.
All right. What sort of mask does Michael Myers wear in the original Halloween?
It is a William Shatner mask.
Ah, shit, you got it. $2. They spray painted it white.
Yeah. Jacob Wayne was reading an interesting article the other day where every subsequent Halloween movie tried to recreate that mask, and they're just not as creepy or as effective as that
Yeah,
initial $2 mask they just snagged from somewhere.
nice.
Yeah, and it's just like sometimes the best choice is just the random, quick and easy one.
Yep, for sure.
Like a random, quick and easy, like I believe in Jesus Christ, and you just and then boom, save your life.
Easy.
Yeah, that's why I don't. Jerry Will doesn't get us down with Mormons as he does with like other Christian stuff. Like, as Mormons have this whole faith without works is dead, and I'm just like, nah, just say you believe in Jesus and it's over, it's done.
It's in the name, but
Yeah, just like
they're
right
not
before
doing it
you're
right,
about to
though.
die, if you just say, I believe in Jesus, then
Yep,
good. That's good enough.
that's a good way to live.
That's what I say every time when I'm hitting those waves, I'm out surfing. And every time I like crash in, I'm like, I believe in JC.
Nice.
Just to cover myself,
Hell yeah.
cover myself in the light in the way.
It's the goods.
In what American state is it illegal to be a priest or nun for Halloween?
Oh God, that sounds
This sounds like,
Texas,
oh, this is one of my favorite states.
Texas, Florida,
Oh,
Alabama.
you got it on your
And
third one, but
okay, I'll
no
drink.
drink.
But it's like it's one of those three.
Alabama doesn't take clergy costumes lightly. According to Section 13A 14.4, whoever being in a public place fraudulently pretends by garb or outward array to be a minister of any religion or nun, priest, rabbi, or other member of the clergy is guilty of a misdemeanor, and upon conviction shall be punished by a fine not exceeding $500 or confinement in the county jail for not more than 1 year by both such fine and imprisonment.
I mean, you could just be like, I'm a priest of this whatever church, and that has just as much proof as any other church.
You
So
could probably be like a Satanist priest. They let you pass with that one.
exactly,
You just because
they'll
then
do
you
anything.
might as well just be like, hey, I'm a commie. Look out, pay
Yep.
attention. Man,
I'm a
Alabama
coming.
has so many good ideas.
It's Leonard Skinner and etc.
Yeah. All right, what you got?
How many pounds of candy corn are produced each year?
1.7 million.
Like I would not know this myself, but you aren't even close. It's way more.
238 million.
No, it's way less.
I don't know.
35 million.
Oh, wow.
9 billion pieces, individual pieces.
At one point, that used to be one candy corn for every American citizen.
Wow. That's so sad because who's eating it all? I guess my mom helps a little bit, but god damn. That's not that good.
I know Jacob Wayne told me once that he likes to have like one every year
Yeah.
and he enjoys it, but then the second one he eats, he remembers why he waits the whole year
To have the one. Yeah, the
to
first
have
one's
the
good.
one.
The second one you're like, oh yeah, this is a candle.
Yeah. Oddly enough, he likes those little pumpkins that are basically the same thing, a little more.
Ah, me and Jacob Wayne have that in common.
You know, yeah, it's whatever, Ken. You get to talk to him next episode. All right, how many pieces of candy does the average house give to each trick or treater?
How many pieces of candy each? Two.
You got it.
Wham. I was like, it must not be one. That's too easy.
Yeah.
All right, here's another wacky one. What vegetable is part of a tradition on the night before Halloween?
Say that again.
What vegetable is part of a tradition on the night before Halloween?
Uh, Pumpkin? Is that a vegetable?
See? It is, but no. Apparently, it's cabbage. It's often
Like
used
people,
in pranks on Mischief Night, sometimes referred to as Cabbage Night, which I've never heard it called either of those.
that's what they
People
should
would
probably call Commie Night.
people would leave stinky, rotten cabbage near neighbors' doors,
Yeah.
which I have done that, but it wasn't Halloween and it wasn't just cabbage. It was a Thai dish gone wrong.
Yeah. It's like all those vegans, coming around leaving their vegan meals on your porch, demanding you eat them.
Just try it.
Those 18-year-olds throwing toilet paper into the
Tofu.
trees and cabbage on your front porch.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just mad no one's invited me to Cabbage Night before. I'd like to go out on Cabbage Night.
Well, that was one of the reasons Jacob Wayne wasn't here. He said that was one of his events was Jazz Cabbage Night.
Ah.
After going to the powder room.
Oh, they're gonna listen to jazz and have cabbage? God damn. Sounds like a fun time.
Sounds like you don't have a close friend. Looks like he just wants to do his own thing. You could be friends with me and JC, but
Maybe. We'll see.
Anyway, moving on, Kelly. What horror movie was the first American film ever to show a toilet on screen? Well, Jacob Wayne would have known this.
What? Is it older than The Exorcist?
It's a very classic, scary movie. I don't know if it's officially horror. It could be maybe put as a thriller.
Oh man, I have like zero idea.
I'll give you a hint. It was part of a scary scene taking place in a bathroom. And so they showed a toilet, but it had more to do with the shower.
Oh damn, I think I know the scene. What is that movie called? Scream or something? Friday the 13th?
Psycho.
That's right. Oh, now I see the mask. Yep.
Yeah. All right, drink.
Nice.
We got
Will do.
2 more questions each, and then we're gonna wrap this up.
All right. How much did Americans spend on Halloween in 2019?
That was before God's pandemic.
It's an insane amount.
$4.5 billion.
Whoa. Yeah, you're a little high. 2.6.
Oh.
I was just amazed it was even in the billions. That's like kind of sad, but cool. America.
I came across an article where even though there's supply shortages and all this other stuff going on right now, people are still buying up Halloween stuff like crazy.
Yeah, people love Halloween.
I think that was a thing that Louis C.K. used to talk about before he died, and he was talking about how it's like you really don't have to worry about the state of America until people actually start worrying where they get their food or whether they're going to get a new pair of shoes. It's like stuff might be a little rough right now, but people are still like spending like absurd amounts of money on certain things. And I was just like, why don't you shut up, commie?
Get out.
But then he masturbated in front of those ladies, which I thought was pretty admirable. So, I got mixed feelings on Louis C.K., just like Jacob Wayne does.
Yeah, they're just mixed a different way.
Yeah, he just, he died in that horrible masturbation accident, as we all know. So,
yep, the hand cramp that killed.
It's not like that's another joke that we've beaten like a dead horse, but
just like he did his. Never mind.
Yeah. You quick on the draw, Kenpai. I like that. Got your question?
Oh, is it my turn?
I think so.
What was candy corn originally called?
Garbage.
Basically, chicken feed.
Chicken feed. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or sugar clippings.
Yeah, basically.
I guess I'll drink. Oh, and I was wrong. That was supposed to be my question, so I'll just do two. Then we'll wrap it up.
That's okay.
What two countries popularized Halloween costumes for trick or treating?
Huh. Mexico?
Not the United States.
Mexico?
No.
Great Britain.
Some people will be offended by this, but I don't care because the answer is Scotland and Ireland, which is all part of Great Britain. Jerry Will.
At least Scotland is. Freaking anyways.
And what is the correct spelling of? Nah, we're not gonna. That's stupid. What item is banned in California on Halloween? Try to think what those crazy, wily 18-year-olds, not toilet paper, but other stuff that they might use if they let the devil in them.
Eggs?
Nope.
Razor blades?
Nope. Silly string.
Oh, shit. Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if that's still true. Now that they got that governor, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Bet you he just hands out silly string.
For everyone.
He's like, silly your parents. Probably a member of that Satanist church. Working with Tom Hanks, the Illuminati.
Maybe it's the commie in me, but I really can't imagine a good reason to have silly string, I gotta say.
Wait a minute, there's commie in you?
Well, at least on this topic, I guess.
I think that's about time we wrap up this episode.
I guess we'll never see you again.
It's been pretty fun doing this with you, Cameron.
Thank you. I enjoyed being here.
You know, maybe I'll be here, next year or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
Come hide in your church again next Halloween and stay safe from the goblins.
Well, yeah, I got a lot of surfing to do this year.
Nice.
A lot of checking in with JC on my own time.
Hang 10 with the Lord.
Fuck yeah. So, all right. I guess Jacob Wayne's going to be on the next episode. This is a special release. He wanted to do something special for Halloween, and then he didn't even fucking show up.
Called in the other team, the backup. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm out of here. How do you even end these? Can't even hear you anymore.
I don't know. I'm not sure what happens.
All right.
So
I'm out.
I think you just walk on out. That'll work good. God, that's nice.
Still on? Hmm.